There are hundreds of people applying for this dental school. Why do you think should we choose you? This is one of the most common and one of the most difficult questions, as we have no idea what other people credentials look like and how can we compare ours to theirs so that we can have an effective answer to this question. Now, the key thing to understand is that it is a difficult question for everybody to answer, but by keeping 4 points in mind, you can at least answer what the interviewer is concerned about. They are just going to see your response as how nervous or anxious you feel when there is a competition around, and how can you focus on your achievements or focus on your skills, and how can you bring them into light while talking about that. Are you aware of your own skills or not? So you can start by saying or keeping in mind that you are in fact acknowledging the idea that you are part of a bigger competition, which means that competition is healthy. Competitions sharpens the skills of the people, and public that is out there and deserve a dental healthcare provider needs the best people to serve their need, and competition ensures that the best people who are talented in various skills, not just in dentistry, rather interpersonal skills, and who have those soft skills to deal with people, are the ones that are getting into this dental school. And this is why a competition is needed, and you acknowledge this fact. The second thing to talk about is appreciating the efforts of every person who is trying to get into this dental school. This involves talking about the hard work people are putting in by doing all those internships, by writing in journals, by getting recommendations from various people or authorities who have been practicing dentistry for so long, and mentoring people, doing some research. So there is a lot of effort that is going in to make sure that they get that credibility to participate in the selection process of dental school admission, and you acknowledge that and you appreciate that. Once you have done this part, now it's time to focus on your own achievements or your own skills as to why you are the person that could be considered, and you are the one who is highly effective candidate for this position or this selection process, and who is a genuine candidate to become a dentist while going through the selection process of this school. This involves talking about your own interpersonal skills, not just about dentistry. It is about how effective you are a communicator as a person, and if you have something to reveal or express, show that you can do that. If you have made any YouTube video or you have written something post on Facebook which received incredible commendations, you can definitely talk about that. If you have received any commendations from your mentors, you have written an article in your school journal, do mention about that, because now the other skills are going to shine. It could be communication, it could be your writing skills, your copywriting skills, your creative designing, all those. Then you can talk about the skills in dentistry, as if you have trained somebody, a person who wants to get into dental assisting, and you gave that person some free classes, free coaching, you encourage somebody, and this will reveal your own values, how you are as a person helpful, and you are ready to mentor, you are ready to coach, and these are the people that are desired by the dental schools who want to become academicians, who want to pass on that tradition of teaching to the future generations. So these are the things that you can highlight, and you can talk about a little bit, not much, because it could become some kind of bragging. You can talk about teaching somebody a class 2 cavity preparation if you are applying for an advanced training program. What were the challenges that you faced at that time, as you were a new coach, a new mentor, and you have no template as how to teach, but eventually you got more students and you succeeded at that endeavor of teaching. So this also highlights your intention to grow as a dentist. The final point that you want to talk about is, despite all those skills that you have, despite all those professional and interpersonal skills that you possess, you are ready to wait for the decision. As you said that the public deserves the best. Whatever comes through the decision of the selection committee of this dental school, you are going to accept that. If you pass or get selected, means you have been given that great opportunity to serve. You are not going to end there. You are intended to grow again further. You will enhance your skills. You are going to teach people once you go at the level when you are ready to teach people or the students of future generation. This is just to highlight the fact that you are committing something. Now, you also end this answer by saying that whatever decision comes, you are going to accept that. If you don't pass this interview, still you will accept that, which means there is a small deficiency, there is a small gap in your learning that needs to be fulfilled with those extra lessons that you can now take and become a better person or a dentist that the public deserves. Now, I would say that talk about this point only at the end, when you want to lay a final impression, so that interviewers pay attention to what you want them to understand, what you want them to like. So put that at the very end of this answer. So this is how you can respond to a question like this. It is undoubtedly one of the most challenging questions, but if you prepare that in advance, you will be much more confident than rest of the people who are appearing for this interview.